Once again, a very warm welcome, dear friends. Now, in this video, we are going to study how biology it originated and how biology it has undergone expansion. Okay. Now, talking about prehistoric man, our ancient people, ancient humans. Now, ancient humans, by their very little knowledge of observation in nature, they were very easily differentiate in between living and non-living. Okay. Now, living things, they were also called as animate. Living things, they were also called as animate, and non-living things, they were also called as inanimate. So, by little observation, little knowledge of nature, by observing, they were easily able to differentiate between animate as well as inanimate, means they were able to differentiate between living as well as non-living. Okay. Now, the societies which were specially indulged in a special science, now this is science, it is called as anthropocentric science. Now, anthropocentric science means the science which deals with the study of humans. The science which deals with the study of humans, such type of science, it is called as an anthropocentric science. So, the societies or peoples or scientists who were specially indulged in anthropocentric science means they wanted to just know each and everything about the humans. They were just focusing, they were just concentrating on the study of humans. Okay, they didn't consider that there are many other things other than humans. Okay, so the study which was completely focused on human being, so it could not make a good progress in the field of biology. It could not make a good progress in the field of biology. Then they what did? Now, systematic and monumental studies of a different living organism. Systematic means in a stepwise manner. Monumental means we are studying one organism, we completely know of the organism, then we focus on other organism, we know of that organism, we are focusing on third organism, we know about that organism. Means the number of organisms that we are studying, their number it is going on increasing. So, it forms a monument. Okay. So, the systematic and monumental studies of a different kinds of living organism, then it helped the human being to form a system of identification. आइडेंटिफिकेशन मतलब किसी भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को पहचानना. देन नॉमेनक्लेचर. नाउ ईच एंड एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म इट इज नोन बाय स्पेसिफिक नेम. तो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को नाम देना, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज नॉमेनक्लेचर. एंड क्लासिफिकेशन. सो सिस्टमैटिक एंड मॉन्यूमेंटल स्टडीज इट हेल्प द ह्यूमन बीइंग टू फॉर्म अ सिस्टम of identification, nomenclature and classification. Classification means arrangement of organism into specific groups on the basis of their similarity and dissimilarity. This is called as an classification. So, one significant feature of that organism, it helps to know about that group. This is called as classification. And identification, nomenclature and classification, it led to a branch of biology that is called as taxonomy. So, taxonomy, it is a branch of biology which deals with identification of organism, it deals with nomenclature of organism, it deals with classification of organism. Okay. Now, after realizing the importance of diversity, diversity means the different kinds of living organism, it may be plant or it may be animals, which are present in our surrounding. Many of these, they are beneficial to the human beings, many of these they are of human affairs. Okay. After realizing biodiversity, then humans, they realized the importance of this biodiversity and they moved on to the cultural movement of this biodiversity. Okay. And they came to know that whatever organisms they are present today, now all these organisms, they have been evolved by a slow gradual process from some simple organism of the past. Okay. And the change of an organism from one form to another, it takes place by a process that is called as an evolution. And this idea of evolution, it is supported by some evidences. Okay. For example, each and every living organism, it shows presence of a genetic material. DNA RNA, it is a genetic material. So this is genetic material, it is found in case of each and every living organism. So each and every living organism, they share some common genetic material, but up to varying degree. Now this is genetic material, it may be more or less similar in different kinds of living organism. For example, if we compare ourselves, our genetic material, it is quite very much similar like that of mice. हमारा जेनेटिक मटेरियल चूहों से काफ़ी मिलता जुलता है, इसीलिए हमारे ऊपर किसी दवाई का प्रयोग करने से पहले उस दवाई का प्रयोग किसके ऊपर किया जाता है, चूहों के ऊपर। फिर उसकी बॉडी कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करती है, अकॉर्डिंगली फिर वो ड्रग्स, वो न्यूली डिस्कवर्ड ड्रग्स ह्यूमन बीइंग के ऊपर यूज़ किया जाता है। ओके, तो ये सारी चीज़ें ध्यान में आने के बाद एक कल्चरल मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ और फिर ह्यूमन बीइंग ने इसका कंजर्वेशन करना स्टार्ट किया। ओके, अभी इनका कंजर्वेशन करना स्टार्ट किया, ये सारी चीज़ें पता चल गई कि आज जो भी ऑर्गेनिज्म है डेफिनेटली वो पास्ट के ऑर्गेनिज्म से इवॉल्व हुए और फ्यूचर में जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स आएंगे डेफिनेटली दीज ऑर्गेनिजम्स दे विल बी इवॉल्व फ्रॉम दी प्रेजेंट डे ऑर्गेनिजम्स। और इसकी आइडिया क्या है, दे आर शेयरिंग ए कॉमन जेनेटिक मटेरियल बट अप टू वेरिंग डिग्री। अब ये सारी चीज़ें होने के बाद एक प्रश्न निर्माण हुआ, व्हाट इज इंडीड अ लाइफ, व्हाट इज इंडीड अ लाइफ। हम इतनी सारी चीज़ें हमारे सराउंडिंग में देखते हैं, हम इतने सारे प्लांट्स हमारे सराउंडिंग में देखते हैं, हम इतने सारे एनिमल्स हम अपने सराउंडिंग में देखते हैं, ठीक है। ये क्यों है, ये क्यों आए, ये क्यों पैदा हुए, ये पृथ्वी पे क्यों है, ठीक है। नाउ टू फाइंड आउट द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, नाउ साइंटिस्ट दे ट्राई टू फाइंड द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन बाय टू डिफरेंट वेज। द फर्स्ट वे विच वॉज यूज्ड, इट वॉज टेक्निकल वे, and second way that they tried to find out the answer what indeed the life is, that was a philosophical way. And I don't think any person he could correctly answer what indeed life is according to philosophical way. Why? Every person's philosophy it is different. Now in philosophical way the question which arises in our mind, what the purpose of life is, हम पैदा क्यों है, हमारे जीवन का उद्देश्य क्या है। पता है, ये सारी चीज़ें हम बाद में फिक्स करते हैं, लेकिन कोई चीज़ फिक्स करके हम पैदा हुए नहीं, हम लोग नहीं पैदा हुए, ठीक है। वो एक एग्जाम्पल मैं यहाँ पे दिखाता हूँ, प्रभु श्री राम जी का जन्म हुआ था मानव जाति में, तो किसी न किसी उद्देश्य से उन्होंने मानव जाति में जन्म लिया था, उनका उद्देश्य था रावण का वध करना। श्री कृष्ण जी का जन्म हुआ था मानव जाति में, किसी न किसी उद्देश्य से उन्होंने मानव जाति में जन्म लिया था कि उनको कंस का वध करना था। ऐसा कोई उद्देश्य शायद ही हमारे जन्म के पीछे है, मुझे नहीं लगता। तो फिलोसॉफिकल वे से हम लोग नहीं बता सकते कि व्हाट द पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ इज, हमने इस पृथ्वी के ऊपर जन्म क्यों लिया है, ठीक है। सो इन ऑर्डर टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन व्हाट इंडीड लाइफ इज, द मोर प्रॉपर वे बाय विच द साइंटिस्ट दे हैव गॉन, दैट इज दे हैव ट्राइड टू फाइंड आउट द आंसर बाय टेक्निकल वे। बट टेक्निकल वे, हाउ लिविंग बीइंग्स दे आर अपोज्ड फ्रॉम नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स। ओके, what differentiates its living things from the non living things, okay। तो वैसी कौन सी चीज़ें जो कि लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग को डिफ्रेंशिएट करता है, लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग को अलग करता है, ये हम डिस्कस करेंगे हमारे अगले वीडियो में। थैंक यू।